Every single day, people wake up early. They go to work. They spend hours using their time, their energy, their life, all for one thing: money. But here is the truth no one clearly explains to you. Most people spend their entire life chasing money, without ever understanding how money actually works. They think if they work harder, they will earn more. They think if they earn more, they will become free. But reality shows something very different. There are people who work 12 hours a day and still struggle to pay their bills. And there are people who understand the system, who make money work for them, and slowly build a life of freedom. So what is the difference? The difference is simple. Some people are working for money, and some people understand the game of money. Because money is not just income. It is not just salary. It is not just numbers in your bank account. Money is a system. Money is a tool. And most importantly, money is a game. And like every game, it has rules. It has strategies. It has patterns. If you don't understand the rules, you will keep playing, but you will keep losing. But if you understand the game, if you learn how money really moves, how it grows, how it disappears, then slowly everything changes. You stop running after money, and you start controlling it. In this video, you are not just going to hear motivation. You are going to understand money in a way that most people never do. Simple, clear, real. So that after this, you don't just earn money. You start playing the game to win. And at the same time, this video will also help you improve your English. By listening carefully, you will learn how to understand, think, and feel in English. So, stay with me till the end. And if you really want to improve your English in a simple and powerful way, subscribe to the channel and keep learning with me. Chapter 1. What is money? And why most people misunderstand it. Let's start from the most basic question. What is money? Most people will say, money is cash, money is salary, money is what I earn every month. But that is a very limited understanding. Money is not just paper. Money is not just numbers. Money is a representation of value. That means money comes to you when you give value to someone else. If you solve a problem, you get paid. If you help people, you get paid. If you create something useful, you get paid. So money is not the starting point. Value is the starting point. And this is where most people make their first mistake. They focus only on earning money, instead of increasing their value. They think, how can I earn more money? But the better question is, how can I become more valuable? Because when your value increases, your income naturally follows. Now let's understand this in a simple flow. Most people live like this. Work, earn, spend, repeat. They wake up, go to work, earn money, spend it, and then start again. This cycle continues for years, but people who understand money, they follow a different path. Value, skills, income, assets, freedom. First, they build skills. Skills increase their value. Value increases their income. But they don't stop there. Instead of spending everything, they convert their money into assets. And those assets slowly start generating more money. This is how the game changes. Let's go deeper. Imagine two people earning the same income. Person A earns money, spends everything, starts again. Person B earns money, saves some, invests in assets, builds future income. After a few years, their lives look completely different. Not because of luck, not because of talent, but because one understood money and the other did not. Now here is another important point. Money is neutral. It is not good. It is not bad. It simply follows behavior. If you are careless with money, you will lose it. If you are disciplined with money, you will grow it. So the real problem is not money itself. The real problem is how people think about money. Most people see money as something to spend. Smart people see money as something to use, grow, and control. And this shift, this small change in thinking, is the first step in winning the game. Because once you understand that money is not the goal, but a result of value, you stop chasing it blindly, and you start building something that attracts it naturally. Chapter 2. The rules of the money game. Every game has rules. Football has rules. Chess has rules. Business has rules. And money also has rules. The problem is, no one teaches these rules clearly, so most people keep playing, without understanding why they are losing. Let's break this down simply. Rule 1. Money flows to value. Money does not come because you need it. Money comes because you create value. If you solve small problems, you earn small money. If you solve big problems, you earn big money. Think about it. A person who helps one person earns limited money. A person who helps millions of people earns massive money. That is why. A local worker earns limited income. A global creator earns millions. Because the value is different. So instead of asking, how can I earn more money? Start asking, how can I create more value? This is the first shift. Rule 2. Hard work alone does not create wealth. This is one of the biggest lies people believe. Work harder and you will become rich. But look at reality. There are people working physically all day and still struggling financially. Why? Because money is not only about effort, it is about leverage. Leverage means, how many people can you impact? How many systems are working for you? If your income depends only on your time, your growth will always be limited. But if you build systems, skills, or assets, then your income can grow without your constant effort. So the rule is simple. Don't just work harder. Work smarter and build leverage. Rule 3. Time is more powerful than effort. Most people underestimate time. They think, I will start later, I will invest later, I will learn later. But in the money game, time is your biggest advantage because of one powerful concept: compounding. When you invest money, it does not grow linearly. It grows over time, on top of itself. Small amounts, when given enough time, become powerful. This is why starting early beats starting big. Consistency beats intensity. Even small, smart decisions today can create massive results tomorrow. So the real question is not, how much money do I have? The real question is, how early did I understand the game? Rule 4. If you don't control money, it will control you. Money is a tool, but if you don't understand it, it becomes your master. You will work for it, stress for it, fear losing it. Instead of using money to build freedom, people who don't understand money spend without thinking, save without purpose, invest without knowledge, and then they feel stuck. But people who understand the game, they give direction to money. They tell money where to go. They make money work for them. That is the difference. Rule 5. The game is long-term, not short-term. Most people lose the money game because they think short-term. They want quick success. Quick money, quick results. But money rewards patience. Real wealth is not built in days. It is built over years of smart decisions. So if you keep jumping from one thing to another, chasing shortcuts, you will stay stuck. But if you stay consistent, keep learning, keep improving, then slowly, the game starts changing in your favor. So remember this clearly. Money is not random. Money follows rules. And once you understand these rules, you stop guessing and you start playing with clarity. Chapter 3. Active income versus passive income. Active income means you work, you get paid. If you stop working, the money stops. Examples: job, freelancing, daily work. This is how most people earn. There is nothing wrong with active income. In fact, it is the starting point for almost everyone. But here is the problem. Active income is limited. You only have 24 hours in a day, limited energy, limited time. So your income also becomes limited. No matter how hard you try, you cannot multiply your time. And that is why many people feel stuck. Now understand this carefully. Passive income means you do the work once, and money keeps coming again and again. Here, money works for you. Examples: investments, businesses, digital products, systems. In passive income, your time is not directly connected to your earnings. Even when you are sleeping, money can still come. That is the power. Active income gives you survival. Passive income gives you freedom. If you only depend on active income, you will always have to work. But if you build passive income, you start creating options. You can choose when to work, how to work, whether to work. That is real freedom. People don't build passive income because they spend everything they earn. They don't invest. They don't learn new skills. They fear risk. They think short term. So they stay in the same cycle. Work, earn, spend, repeat, year after year. Here's what smart people do. They use active income to build passive income. Step by step. 1. Earn money, active. 2. Save some part. 3. Invest in assets. 4. Build systems. 5. Grow passive income. Slowly, passive income starts increasing. And one day, passive income becomes greater than active income. That is the turning point. That is when the game changes. The goal is not just to earn money. The goal is to reach a point where your money earns more than you. Because at that point, you are no longer working for money. Money is working for you. Take a moment and think about this. Right now, are you only earning money? Or are you building something that will earn for you in the future? Because that answer decides your future. Chapter 4. Why most people stay broke. Let's be honest. Most people are not broke because they are unlucky. Most people are not broke because they are not working hard. Most people stay broke because they don't understand money at a deeper level. And this is the truth that many people don't want to accept. Reason 1. Lack of financial education. From school to college, you learn many things, but no one teaches you how money works, how to invest, how to manage money, how to build wealth. So people grow up with degrees, but without financial understanding. They earn money, but don't know how to keep it. They work harder, but don't grow financially. And then they wonder, why am I still struggling? Because earning money and managing money are two completely different skills. Reason 2. Emotional spending. People don't spend money based on logic. They spend money based on emotions. They feel stressed. They spend. They feel happy. They spend. They feel bored. They spend. They buy things to impress others, to feel better, to look successful. Temporary happiness creates long-term problems. Instead of asking, do I need this? They ask, do I feel like buying this? And slowly, money disappears. Smart people don't just earn money. They control their behavior around money. Reason 3. Fear of risk. Many people say, I want to grow financially. I want to become rich. But when opportunity comes, they step back. Why? Fear. Fear of losing money. fear of failure, fear of making mistakes. So they choose safety. But here's the truth. No risk equals no growth. If you keep your money in the safest place forever, it will not grow. It will only stay the same, or slowly lose value. Smart people don't take blind risks. They take calculated risks. They learn, they understand, and then they act. Reason 4. Living to impress others. People don't buy things because they need them. They buy things because they want others to see them. Expensive clothes, expensive phones, expensive lifestyle. But behind that, there is no real financial strength. This is called looking rich, but not being rich. And this mindset keeps people stuck. Because instead of building assets, they keep building expenses. Real wealth is quiet. Real wealth is patient. Real wealth is not about showing. It is about growing. Reason 5. No long-term thinking. Most people think like this. What can I get today? What can I enjoy now? But the money game rewards those who think. What can I build for tomorrow? Short-term thinking. Spend now. Enjoy now. Worry later. Long-term thinking. Build now. Grow slowly. Enjoy later. And this small difference creates a massive gap over time. So understand this clearly. People don't stay broke because of money. They stay broke because of their decisions, habits, and mindset. And the good news? All of this can be changed. Chapter 5. The power of saving and investing. Now let's talk about something very important, because earning money is only the beginning. The real game starts when you decide, what will I do with the money I earn? Step 1. Saving. Your first protection. Saving is not about becoming rich. Saving is about protecting yourself. Life is unpredictable. Unexpected problems can come anytime. Health issues, job loss, emergencies. If you don't have savings, one problem can destroy your stability. So saving creates security. It gives you peace of mind. It gives you breathing space. But here is the mistake people make. They think saving is enough. No, saving alone will not make you wealthy. Step 2. Investing. The real growth. Saving protects money. Investing grows money. If you only save, your money stays the same. But if you invest, your money starts working. This is the turning point. When money starts working for you, everything changes. When you invest money, you don't just earn on your original amount. You earn on your earnings also. This creates a powerful effect called compounding. At first, growth looks slow, very slow, but over time, it becomes faster and stronger, like a snowball rolling down a hill. Small at the beginning, massive at the end. This is why starting early is more important than starting big. Consistency is more important than intensity. Even small investments, when done regularly, can create big results. Step 3. Discipline and patience. They start investing, but they expect fast results. When they don't see quick growth, they stop. But the money game does not reward impatience. It rewards discipline. It rewards consistency. It rewards those who stay in the game. Because real wealth is not created overnight. It is created slowly, through smart and repeated decisions. If you want to keep it very clear, remember this. Earn, save, invest, repeat, not once, not for a few months, but for years. This is how ordinary people build extraordinary financial lives. Most people see money like this. Money is for spending. But smart people see money like this. Money is a tool to create more money. This small shift changes everything. Because now, you don't just use money. You multiply it. Take a moment and think. Are you only earning and spending? Or are you actually growing your money? Because your answer decides your future. Chapter 6. Assets versus liabilities. If you understand only one concept in money, this should be it. Because this single idea has the power to completely change your future. Let's keep it very simple. What is an asset? An asset is something that puts money into your pocket. It generates income. It grows your wealth. Examples: investments, businesses, digital products, income-generating systems. Assets work for you. Even when you are not working, they can still bring money. What is a liability? A liability is something that takes money out of your pocket. It creates expenses. It reduces your wealth. Examples: expensive lifestyle, things that lose value, purchases that don't generate income. Liabilities demand your money, again and again. Most people think they are building wealth, but in reality, they are increasing liabilities. They buy things to look successful, expensive items, unnecessary upgrades, lifestyle they cannot sustain, and slowly, their expenses grow faster than their income. So no matter how much they earn, they still feel stuck. The game is very simple. Rich people buy assets. Poor and average people buy liabilities. That's it. The difference is not always income. The difference is what you do with your money. Two people can earn the same. One builds assets, grows wealth. One builds liabilities, stays stuck. Over time, the gap becomes massive. Every time you earn money, ask yourself one question. Is this making me richer or poorer? Start small. You don't need big money to start building assets. Even small steps matter. Learning a skill, investing a small amount, building something that can grow. Because once you start building assets, your life slowly shifts. Your money stops disappearing and starts multiplying. Wealth is not about how much you earn. Wealth is about how many assets you own. Because in the end, assets create income. Income creates freedom. And freedom is the real goal. Chapter 7. The Psychology of Money. Now let's go deeper, because money is not just about numbers. Money is about how you think, how you feel, and how you behave. And this is where most people lose, without even realizing it. People believe money decisions are logical, but in reality, they are emotional. People don't just spend based on need. They spend based on feelings. Stress, spending. Happiness, spending. Comparison, spending. And slowly, money disappears. That's why two people earning the same income can have completely different financial lives, because their behavior is different. From childhood, you develop beliefs about money. Some people grow up thinking, money is hard to earn. Rich people are lucky. I will never become rich. These beliefs become invisible limits. And without realizing, you start acting according to them. You stop trying. You play safe. You stay stuck. But people who win the money game have different beliefs. Money can be created. Skills can increase income. I can learn and grow. And these beliefs change their actions. It is not how much you earn. It is how you behave with what you earn. Someone earning less, but saving and investing consistently, can build wealth. Someone earning more, but spending without control, can stay broke. So discipline matters more than income. Looking at others and trying to match their lifestyle. Social pressure creates fake needs. You see others buying, and you feel like you should also buy. But you don't see their financial reality, their struggles, their debts. So you copy the lifestyle without understanding the system. And this leads to financial stress. Smart people focus on their own path. They don't compete in spending, they compete in building. If you want to win the money game, you need the right mindset. A strong money mindset looks like this. Spend with awareness. Invest with patience. Think long-term. Stay disciplined. Focus on growth, not show. Because in the end, money does not respond to wishes. Money responds to behavior. The biggest change happens when you realize this. Money is not outside you. Money is a reflection of you. Your habits, your decisions, your mindset. So, if you want to change your financial life, don't just chase money. Change the way you think. Because once your thinking changes, your actions change. And once your actions change, your results will follow. Take a moment and think. Are you controlling your money? Or are your emotions controlling it? Because that answer decides everything. Chapter 8. How to increase your income, the smart and strategic way. If your income does not grow, your life will always feel limited. You can try saving more. You can try cutting expenses. But there is a limit to how much you can save. There is no limit to how much you can earn. And this is where most people think wrong. They focus too much on saving small amounts, instead of increasing their ability to earn more. So the real question is, how do you increase your income in a smart and powerful way? Step 1. Increase your value, not just your effort. Most people try to earn more by working more hours, but this strategy has a limit, because your time is limited. Instead of asking, how can I work more? Ask, how can I become more valuable? Because income is directly connected to value. The more valuable you are, the more you can earn. Value comes from skills, knowledge, problem-solving ability. So, if you improve your skills, your income potential automatically increases. This is why two people working the same hours can earn completely different amounts, because their value is different. Step 2. Learn high-income skills. Not all skills are equal. Some skills pay very little. Some skills pay a lot. High-income skills are those that solve important problems, are in demand, create real impact. Examples of powerful skills: communication, sales, technology, content creation, problem solving. You don't need to learn everything, but you must become very good at something valuable. Because in the money game, specialized skills create higher income. Step 3. Solve bigger problems. Your income grows when the size of your problem solving grows. If you solve small problems, small income. If you solve big problems, big income. People pay more for solutions that save time. Solutions that reduce pain. Solutions that create results. So instead of thinking, what job should I do? Think, what problem can I solve that people will pay for? This shift is powerful because now you are not chasing money. You are creating value, and money follows you. Step 4. Build multiple income sources. Relying on one income source is risky. If that one source stops, everything stops. This is why smart people build multiple streams. It doesn't mean doing everything at once. It means building slowly. Start with one income. Then, add another skill. Start a side income. Create something that can grow. Over time, you build multiple sources, more stability, more growth. Because now, you are not dependent on one system. Step 5. Think long-term, not short-term. Many people jump from one thing to another. They try something, don't see quick results, and quit. But income growth requires time, consistency, focus. If you keep changing direction, you never build momentum. But if you stay consistent, your efforts start compounding. So choose a path, improve daily, and stay patient. Because real growth is not fast, but it is powerful. Increasing income is not about luck. It is about increasing value, learning skills, solving problems, staying consistent. And once you understand this, you stop depending on opportunities, and you start creating them. Take a moment and ask yourself, are you trying to earn more, or are you becoming more valuable? Because that answer decides your future income. Chapter 9. The Power of Delayed Gratification. Many people think wealth is built by luck. Some think it is built by talent. Some think it is built by having a rich family. Yes, those things can affect a person's starting point. But long-term wealth is often built by something much quieter than that. It is built by the ability to wait. It is built by the ability to control desire. It is built by the ability to choose what is important over what feels good in the moment. That is delayed gratification. Delayed gratification means you do not let every feeling control your decision. It means you do not obey every desire the second it appears. It means you can see something attractive in front of you and still say, "Not now. I have a bigger goal." This sounds simple when you hear it. But in real life, this is one of the hardest skills a person can build. Why? Because the modern world trains people to want everything fast. Fast food, fast shopping, fast entertainment, fast success, fast results, fast comfort. People are taught to click now, buy now, watch now, enjoy now, spend now, upgrade now. Very few people are taught how to pause. Very few people are taught how to wait. Very few people are taught how to build something slowly and protect it while it grows. That is why delayed gratification has become so powerful. Because it is rare. And rare habits create rare results. Every day, money puts a question in front of you. Do you want pleasure right now? Or do you want a better future later? That question does not only appear when you make a huge financial decision. It appears in very small moments. When you want to buy something you do not need. When you want to spend to impress someone. When you want to reward yourself even though you have not built stability yet. When you feel bored and think spending will make the day more exciting. When you tell yourself that one careless decision does not matter. But it does matter. Because wealth is not usually destroyed by one giant mistake. It is often weakened by many small decisions that feel harmless. That is the danger. A person says, it is only a little. Then again, it is only a little more. Then again, I work hard. I deserve this. Then again, I will save next month. Then again, I will become serious later. This is how years disappear. So delayed gratification is not just about saying no to one thing. It is about protecting yourself from a pattern. It is about training your mind to stop asking only one question. Most people ask, what do I want right now? But people who build wealth learn to ask a different question. What will help me most in the long run? That question changes everything. Because now you are not just reacting. Now you are thinking. Now you are leading your life instead of being pulled by every emotion. A financially mature person understands that every dollar has a future. It can be spent for a short moment of excitement. Or it can be directed towards something that keeps growing. It can disappear in one day. Or it can become part of a stronger future. The difference between these two outcomes is often not income. It is patience. Patience is one of the most misunderstood words in the money world. Some people hear patience and think it means doing nothing. That is not true. Real patience is active. It is not laziness. It is discipline. It is the strength to keep doing smart things even when the reward is far away. It is the strength to stay committed to your goals when there is no applause. It is the strength to protect what you are building when other people around you are chasing temporary pleasure. This kind of patience is powerful because it gives your decisions time to work. A seed needs time. A tree needs time. A strong body needs time. A deep skill needs time. Wealth also needs time. But many people destroy their own growth because they cannot respect slow progress. They want proof too early. They want reward too early. They want comfort too early. And when they do not see dramatic change, they leave the path. This is a very expensive habit, because many great financial results are invisible at the beginning. At first, discipline looks boring. At first, saving looks small. At first, investing looks slow. At first, controlling yourself feels uncomfortable. At first, building a system seems less exciting than buying something new. But if you stay on the path, the invisible becomes visible. That is when the whole story changes. Let's talk about identity. Delayed gratification is not just a money habit. It is a personal identity. It asks, who are you becoming? Are you becoming a person who gives in to every feeling? Or are you becoming a person who can guide feelings instead of following them? This matters because money follows character more than people realize. If your character is weak in small moments, your financial life becomes weak in larger moments too. If you cannot control small urges, bigger temptations become even more dangerous. That is why this chapter is bigger than spending and saving. This chapter is about self-command. A person who can delay gratification becomes dangerous in the best possible way. They can study while others scroll. They can save while others show off. They can build while others consume. They can stay focused while others chase distractions. They can remain calm while others keep reacting. That person may look ordinary in the beginning, but after a few years, their life no longer looks ordinary. Because the rewards of discipline compound in silence. Delayed gratification is not only about what you refuse, it is about what you make possible. When you stop wasting energy on short-term pleasure, you create room for long-term growth. You create room for stronger decisions. You create room for peace. You create room for opportunity. You create room for progress that keeps building. People often talk about what discipline takes away. But think about what it gives. It gives breathing space. It gives stability. It gives confidence. It gives respect for yourself. It gives trust in your own decisions. It gives momentum. And momentum is powerful. Once a person starts seeing the results of delayed gratification, their whole relationship with money begins to change. They stop seeing self-control as punishment. They start seeing it as power. That shift is huge. Now discipline does not feel like loss. Now discipline feels like strategy. Now saying no today feels good because you understand what that no is building. You understand that every controlled decision is a brick. And brick by brick, you are building a financial life that is stronger than impulse. Chapter 10. Build your own money system. Now we arrive at the final and most practical part. You can understand money. You can admire discipline. You can agree with powerful ideas. But none of that will change your life unless your money has structure. This is why many people stay confused. They have information, but no system. They have motivation, but no process. They have goals, but no method. And when there is no system, money becomes emotional, random, and messy. 1 month feels good. Another month feels stressful. 1 week feels controlled. The next week falls apart. One decision looks smart. The next decision destroys progress. This happens when money has no place to live. A money system solves that problem. A money system is a clear personal plan for how money enters your life, how it is handled, how it is assigned, and how it is turned into future strength. It removes confusion. It reduces waste. It increases clarity. It gives direction to every dollar that comes into your hands. Without a system, money is easily pulled by moods. With a system, money follows purpose. Your life will not change in one big moment. It will change in small decisions you repeat every day. Every time you choose discipline over distraction, every time you choose growth over comfort, you are moving closer to a better life. Start small. Stay consistent. Keep going. Because in the end, it's not about how much money you have. It's about how well you understand it. And once you understand the game, you don't just play it, you win.